Hey, so I'm sorry, a little bit late getting started today. I got super focused on trying to rewrite some of the code, and you can see I'm having some fun times with some errors here. So, what I'm currently doing is taking all of the stuff that was just in the unlock.py file and kind of reorganizing everything so that it's all kind of separated out so that it's not this ridiculously huge file that has everything in it. Um, and I'm kind of happy with how it's cleaning up. Um, but it's got a little bit more to go. I was hoping to have it all ready for the stream, but of course that did not happen today. Excuse me. So yeah, I'm currently moving over the unconditional jump stuff, um, and trying to figure out what's going on with that. So we're using the log debug stuff, which means that I have to use the terminal because apparently getting log debug messages into the log down here doesn't really work that well. So I'm trying to figure out why it's starting to do stuff for like 40C523 here. I'm looking to see where it's actually adding that to the queue. Right here. But I don't know why it's adding that to the queue. That shouldn't be the target. Oh, I guess it's a return when, wait, that was 523. So I'm confused then because oh, I wonder if it turned that into a ret. Ah, yes, okay. So what is happening then? Shouldn't be pushing that onto the queue then. So we get that pushed onto the queue up here. And that's for 40C68. I'm gonna take this off of this will be a little easier to tell. So Where did we put it on the... Okay. C523 was added to the queue already. Might have gone too far. Well, I think it put me up really high. That's why I can't find what I'm looking for. That's annoying. Okay. So 40C523 is right there. That should have a function. I don't know why you're back on the queue. Well, 683. Oh, right. And then it's not on the queue because it got... This one did it. So the problem then is that I'm not checking for the that's right. I took out the thing where I need to there's my navigate thing down here. This is what I need right here. Because I think I took that out. Yep. So the problem is that before getting the containing function, I need to see if hi, Torubaka. Oh, Neil. Oh, hey. How's it going? So let's see. Then we can pull this over the... Yeah, I bet. Try not to die. Because I've seen that the temperatures in Chicago are like ridiculous right now. So yeah, yeah, don't go outside. Ugh. Aren't some of the places supposed to be like minus 50 or something? I was seeing. Oof, that's ridiculous and terrifying. All right. That will probably fix that problem that I was having. Okay, cool. So it looks like that one's working now. I need to change my text down there. Oh, did we get into an infinite loop here? Looks like it. All right. Let's see what the hell was just happening. Oh, was it because I was getting that undefined? Maybe I shouldn't return false there. All right, so maybe I should really? Are those the only two? Oh no, it's going up slowly. So why do those keep getting in the queue? So it looks like we're getting into a so 40B87D is this. Does it go to, it does there. That's, so because of that, it then goes up and it does this one again, but it's not incrementing the scene thing. Ah, that's it. I'm not doing this. So what I need to do then is where I go to visit. I'm going to put this in and do that, and that will increment the scene, and it should stop doing that. Yeah, that seems like getting a little bit farther. Nope. Damn. Oh. So what is happening here? What have I left out? So the thing that it's getting stuck on is the unjump function. So what's the target queue is empty. But that doesn't make any sense because the unconditional jump should have, when we got to here, we should have still done this one. So let's see. So we're in analyze unconditional jump here. And we put 4CD10 in the target queue as well as ourselves. So that's this one. Oh, I think I know what's happening. Come down here. Starts for CD10. Oh, that was a ret, and so that one then jumps to 877. And then it does this one. Analysis for 40CD0A finished. Okay, so something is happening there where it's bailing. So it's time to come into our unconditional jump function, which is now in its own file, so I can do the entire thing, well, except for the stuff that we also use with it. So for all my return false, oops. Let's add some more debug messages. Wait a second. Oh, I think I handled this in a different place now. I got really confused. That looked really old, but I think I did that in a different place. So I'll ignore it for now. God damn. My sneezing is way better today. I'm so sorry about that one. But I'm on 2 different antihistamines, and I took a Sudafed today as well, so we should be good. I can't guarantee it, but I'm going to try really hard not to be a disgusting garbage person today for you. I don't know if I can take loratadine with the Zyrtec that I take. I need to look into whether or not it'll react with it. But if so, I should get some of those ones that you just like put on the tongue. I can just take those right after I run. Maybe that would help. No. I don't want to put the original target back on the queue here, but let's just go ahead and just start replacing these. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Now the nice thing is that with all the log debug stuff, when I'm not running it with debug messages on, nothing really shows up in the log. It's nice and clean. So let's see. Maybe that's enough. Oh, looks like we were in the middle of a task or something where it was waiting. Although that doesn't make any sense. The target queue was empty, so it should have just bailed. Let's see, can I clear the buffer? Make it a little easier to search. Lots and lots and lots of debug output. I'm really confused as to why Twitch chat changes colors on me sometimes. All right, looks like we got to the same place again. Oops. Whoops. Okay. B87D started. It's so weird to me that I'm having this issue anyways. Okay, so 40B87D, and we patched it with that. It's gonna jump here. Which means that then we come here. Wait, let's see. 40B. And that adds itself back to the queue. All right, so CDOA. First jump BB not and BB dominators. Oh, hang on. We'd already gone to, or did this not clear the queue all the way? Yeah, okay, did. So then I want 40CDOA. All right. So it goes to CD10 as it should. And CD10. finishes. And it adds 4OP877 to the queue, which is that. And so then it should go back to CDOA. First jump PP is not in PP dominators. And then it bails, but that doesn't make any sense. The unconditional target. All right, so we need to let's try this, because we need to know which basic block we're actually looking at, and if it's the wrong one, that would be kind of an issue. Although I seriously copied and pasted that, so I have no idea why this is suddenly not working correctly, but you know, maybe I accidentally deleted something somewhere else. Or it could be also that like one of my references is stale again. Tabs? What do you mean tabs? What? Why are you not finding another one? Oh, because I need this. So 8E to A5. That doesn't make any sense. Okay, I need to get the address for it, because that's not going to make any sense. That's not even the right. Ugh, I can't alt tab today. That's not even the right. Oh wait, it's in hex. That's the problem. 142. Still not the right. Oh, am I in mapped? Yes, I am in mapped. $142 to A8 to 168. What the hell basic block is that? I hate that I keep finding all these like random bugs that stop me from doing other things. All right. We're in that annoying little spot. I don't know why it's even getting onto... Poor old BBCE. What the what? How are you getting a basic block up there? I think it's a stupid cache thing that I've probably done something with. And I really wish that I could get rid of the... Oh! Segmentation fault. I don't know if you can hear this, but I am scratching my head at that one. Hopefully it gives me a crash report for that. It might not though, because I was running it from the terminal. Yeah, I just attract bugs, don't I? Like, I'm like a fucking human binary ninja fuzzer. Okay, why are we stuck here? Oh, handle opaque predicate. That would be why. Yeah. All right, so that means that we are in a much better place. So that means that it's time to add a file, analyze predicates. Gotta find it. See, what else am I gonna need? Maybe not anything. I don't need that, and I don't need that, because we have self W. false here. I've switched to actually using a queue, so I don't have to return stuff and handle it elsewhere. And I find that it works way better. I have to add some custom sub emotes. I know. I'm sorry. I am a complete noob when it comes to Twitch, and I don't even know what to add yet. So that's something I need to do. If you have suggestions, let me know. Somebody suggested I add the binge a heart as an emote, but I'm like really close to like using their trademark way too much as it is, so I'm kind of avoiding that. But I don't know, I might see if I can get somebody on Fiverr or something to make me some emotes. Oh, let's see what we have here. Oh, feature map. Looks like in the less than function. What? The menu add action. This doesn't even make any sense. I don't know if y'all, can I make this bigger? Can't really zoom in on it, I guess. Yeah, this will make it a little bigger. Oh. So in operator less than, it apparently crashed with a seg fault. So I'm gonna have to keep that one. Yeah, it's probably something really dumb. But that's very interesting to me because I'm wondering why the feature map is even comparing strings. And why would it be doing it at a time in which it's like just first opening the file? It's very strange. Sorting the menu entries? But that's still it's weird because oh yeah, I guess that it's populating, yeah, it was populating the actions of the menu. So it was when the feature map was just being created. Yeah. I think you're right. Yeah, Brian will enjoy that one, I think. All right. That looks nice. So let's come over here. And then we're gonna take this off. Predicate. Oops. one of the things I really like about Python 3 is that you can add functions to add methods to the class, and they'll just automatically bind. Like if I did this in Python 2, it wouldn't work the way that it's working now. You have to do some other thing to get it to actually add it at bind and bind it to the class so that it passes itself and all that stuff. So, all right. There should be a new thing, by the way, as well, that we should be able to add constant variable types, so I don't have to redo the section, the data section, to make it get to the those indirect jumps that we were seeing, which we should see in just a moment. So I know there's one around here. Yeah, here it is. Okay, so here we have this. So now, before we were doing some crazy stuff. I think this one, go to variable. Ugh. I feel a sneeze coming on, but I don't know when it's gonna happen. It's killing me. So we were doing go to, yeah, I think it was the go to variable one. Yeah, so it's doing the read, and then I was doing a set user indirect branches. What I should be able to do now is just take this jump value and set this to be a const. It didn't refresh. That's a weird way of putting that. Void const? Shouldn't it be const void? Well, it's not, doesn't look like it's doing it. What if we reanalyze the function? No. Okay, let's try updating. It looks like there is an update. But I could have sworn. What version am I on? 1487. Oops. What am I on? 1488 now? I wonder, I could have sworn that the const thing, I'd have to look at Slack, but Brian Snyder said that he had set it so that const should be respected for like branching and stuff. But I guess not, so we'll just have to wing it. I guess I'll just go ahead and one thing I can do is just come in here. Where am I? Right here. This is the start. Before we do anything, we can do a data section. Let's define define user add users. Yeah. Create and add always gets me. I can never remember which one is which. Excuse me. Oops. Semantics is gonna be. Oh wait, no, I want section semantics dot read only data section semantics. And we probably need to add this up here. Let's go ahead and yeah, it's not working. That's really frustrating. I swear that he had just talked about that. Oh, crap. Hang on a second. I'm setting the type as const void, but it keeps switching to void const. So I need to pop off for just a second. So I'm gonna try void const or I'll try that. So be right back. All right. Let's see. Let's try const uint 32. Hey, there we go. That'll do it. So void const doesn't do it. Const uint 32 will. So, all right. So just need to copy this and let's make ourselves a new file. This is made me an MS Paint Binja logo. Oh my god. Yes, I'm gonna turn that into the emote. That's pretty great. Jump visitor. Where did my jump visitor go? Here you are. The log debug here. Take that out. This just becomes return false. So much cleaner looking than the weird return stuff I was doing before. I hooked log debug so that it, I don't know if you noticed, oops. Oh, I cleared it. You can see that I tagged all of my log debug stuff with unlock so that I can tell where my stuff is as opposed to their stuff, because there's not like a differentiation between their log debug messages and my log debug messages, and you can't really choose between the two. All right, so here we want to set the type, so self.view dot define user type, and that's going to be a jump value. No, define user variable, data variable. And that's going to be jump value. And then this is going to be type dot int, and we will make it, wait, no, I need constant, I bet. Const. No, that's, it said bool with confidence. I guess we'll do int. So I know it's going to be the view.arch.address size false. But where do we get the int from? Or the const, I mean. Has an alt name. A mini graph overview window? Yeah. It's right here. See? Got a nice little mini graph. Yeah. Okay, seriously, I don't know how to make a const. I think I have to like parse it with a platform instead of creating it. There's no way that I can see. Well, she was wrong. So. Oh. Well, there's a pointer const. But I don't want pointer const. Okay, here we go. Let's look at the source real quick. Is type const. Oh, what the hell? It's not read-only. I just said it. Why did they... What the hell? They need to change that. That's going on the list of things to file. Type.const property has a setter, but the API docs say it doesn't. All right. So then let's make this type. Actually, let's make it up here. I don't really need to make it every single time. Actually, I guess I do. Because I'm trying to keep it a little generic. Even though I know this is always going to be x86. I don't think this particular obfuscation thing is works on x64. See, I think I want to do it because that should kick off reanalysis. All right, I'm gonna save it here. No, that is not what I want. I want save analysis database. All right. Okay, so we've got all this. Yay, looks like it automatically set the constant on that, so that's cool. Yeah, there's one right there. I like that a lot better too. That's cleaner because I don't have to actually add the indirect branch. It goes ahead and finds it for me. Way better. All right. What other analysis do we have that we need to handle? The unwind. We got to do the exception. That is. Let's close these. All right. So we've got those analyzed. Wait, I didn't even add the thing. Maybe it was just that one that it was doing because now I'm super confused. Oh, right. I know why it's doing that. Because I set the section up here. I forgot that I did that. We never actually added the jump thing in. This one here, I think we can just go ahead and do like that. Okay. What else did we have here? So we did jump if that go to. No, I'll leave that one as it is currently. That's the fold one. Okay. I think all we have left to do now is the exception one. Though I don't know why it stopped here. Oops. Keep tabbing to the wrong thing. Target queue is empty. Didn't find a rat. Analysis for 40564. Right here. Interesting. Didn't we already handle this, I thought? It just... Because that's the... Oh, this is one of those weird ones where these are all... I think this is a bug. I think this is like an uninitialized variable issue or something, because like how the hell is it getting entry value CR4 from add overflow? And how is this one getting entry value CR0? How is this one getting BND3? BND3 isn't even a register in x86 architecture here. It's some weird thing that's related to x86, but I looked it up one time. There is actually a BND3, but I haven't been able to find it in here. So, like, maybe let me make sure this works. Okay, so AH is there. BND3, not there. Yet, somehow, we have the entry value of BND3. So I have no idea what is happening here. I'm gonna actually add a mark in my stream so that I can find this and make a little clip and send it to the Vector 35 people. But these are all constants. So how are these not set to known values? Like these should all be true or false instead of entry value things. It doesn't... where's BND status coming from? Like, what the hell is this? So yeah, so I don't know what's going on there. Oh, I bet I know why we're seeing this weird one. There's probably... Oh, no, I'm in... Yes, here we go. Okay. The reason why we have something crazy going down here that we hadn't seen before is because we had gone through the rabbit hole of going down the wrong thing after the move. And this stuff is just gonna do random shit. So where... This is our first one, I believe. So what are we looking at right here? We are looking at a set var, so that's what we need to work with. if I need to create fs. So that needs to come over here. Okay, we're in the run here. So I think I keep setting. Yeah. All right. So we have that. Now we want to do this one. So MLS, so file, analyze, exception, handler. Yeah, it's hidden and you can't really do anything with it right now. Like you can't move it. I don't think you can even take it out of this pane. Yeah, it's only, you can only keep it right here. It can't come out yet. Hopefully they like in 1.2 they give us some better controls over tabs and stuff, because right now it's not very useful. Particularly because like I don't think, I guess I can make it like that, but I can't like put it, I can't, this is as big as I can make it. I guess I can do like that. That's about it. Not particularly useful for a CFG that is basically a straight line. All right, anyways. Let me see, can I do, is it gonna let me do that? Maybe. That's nice. Oops. And then set var. Have I mentioned how much I love my the BNIL visitor class? I feel like that's one of the best things that I've ever written here, because I just use it for pretty much everything. All right, so and we want to say if self.fs in expression.prefix operands. Actually, I want to do .source .prefix operands. And you know what? Actually, let's do this the other way. So from here, what were we doing? I don't even remember all the stuff that we were doing. Okay, so God, this was such poor code. What was I thinking? Looks terrible. So here we want to do a self.push SEH equals true. And we want to return false. Actually, no, I want to do it this way. If it's in the source prefixes, we want to do this. Yeah, seriously, I hate my past self right now. It made total sense when I wrote it too, and then I'm like, today it looks like gobbledygook, and I'm like, this is the dumbest thing. And I even commented it. Like, I kind of understand what I was doing, but I don't really know why I chose to do it like that. It's very confusing. Actually, it won't be in the dest. See, I am confusing myself now. So the case here that we're first looking for is this is being written to here. So we say this is the push FS, or push the SEH thing onto the stack. Then here we're moving it into the thing. And so now we're ready for our exception. Yeah, I have said that a few times. And future Josh is not happy right now. Turns out future Josh was me. All right. So maybe it was okay to do it the other way. Okay, so this one is all in a store. And this one is in a set var. And I'm just incrementing to the next one, so that's why I return none here. So then if it's a set var and self if it's not there, if self SEH, I think I need to set SEH to I should also mention that I'm using a couple of new things here. So I implemented a target queue, which is literally just inheriting from regular queue, and then I just wrapped the put method so that I could then see in my debug log that things were being added to it. The other thing that I did here was that the analysis completion event is ridiculously simple now that I'm using the queue that I'm putting. And all I do in the analysis completion event is set an event so that my thread is down here. My thread just sits and waits, and as soon as it knows the analysis is ready, it goes ahead and pulls the next thing out of the queue. So now I'm not doing this weird thing where I'm chaining analysis completion events and background tasks and stuff so that it's like a background task finishes, that kicks off analysis, which then kicks off an analysis completion event, which then spawns a new thread and runs that thread. So now it's all running in just the same thread, and it's just waiting for that analysis completion event to finish. So let's see, what was I doing here? Okay, so if self SEH, this is where we're gonna actually check to see if this is a null deref. And so then we can just, where's our check null deref? We'll need this. Don't need that because that's not going to happen. Don't need that or this. Can be that. And here we do a self.target queue put target. And this. I don't know why I did this either. I should just be able to do a return here, and it'll go ahead and go down to the next instruction after that. Yeah, that should handle that. So then the next thing that we need is analyze. I need to rename that, I think. So the other part was that store. Which was this part. These names are so long, but they're so beautiful. So verbose. Much information. All right, so here we need to get our stack pointer. Man, type annotations are so nice. It makes autocorrect or autofill stuff like it's almost like it's a typed language. It's amazing. I should probably actually check that to see. No. I've been doing this a lot, so. All right. So we set that default's there. Don't need that. Do return none here. And return false here, which will stop it from continuing on, whereas the none now will increment it to the next instruction. So I've kind of got a few different things going on there. So the process result is what actually gets returned back from the visitor. If it's a Boolean, then that means that I'm going to leave this loop and it's going to come down here and actually finish doing stuff. If it's an integer, then that tells it that that's the instruction index I want to go to next, which is for like go to things and things like that. The none, however, will just go to the next instruction. So that's what my go-to needs to be. For now, I think there's something I needed to handle in the go-to. Oh, that's where the full jump would go, but for now, just il.dest will do it. So yeah, so let's come back here. So this one will append the SEH value, which is going to be the pointer to where it actually wants to jump to there. And it'll continue on. If it's not a store, if it's a store and it's something else, then it's just stop, which I believe is what we want. Oh no, we want one more thing. If self.push SEH is true, then we want that. And actually, I can just take this return out because it'll return none at the end. And so then we can come over here and put store here and analyze set var. This out. And our jump one down here is, I did do the jump one, didn't I? Yes, okay, cool. So this should be set var, and this one move these up here. The rest of the no, those are fine there. All right. I wonder if that's gonna work. Now, where was the unwind? I don't know if I ever actually added that one automatically in. Oh yeah, I guess I did. Yes, in the store. If ends exception. function. This one I want to return false on right now, because I want it to stop, because I think there's some issues with that one, maybe potentially. All right, so where are we? How many things did it find? Oh God, it found a lot of stuff. Let's see if we can. Let's see if we can undo a bunch of stuff. How much can you undo, Binary Ninja? I don't know how much you can do, because I'm still seeing some 7s. Does not look like you're undoing anything. Oh, you were. You just weren't refreshing the thing. That was interesting. Wow. I stopped almost exactly where I wanted to be. Okay, I think I'm above the FS stuff now. All right, so I'm gonna save it here. Let me make sure. Okay, that's the only place. You're paying for the knowledge that you're making me very happy. But seriously, I'll put some emotes soon. Now that I actually have people that are like subscribing, I gotta do stuff. Oh, binge undo. Oh. I was wondering why you were saying that like 20 minutes after we had talked about emotes. But yeah, binge undo, that was very handy. All right, so let me quit that and clear this. Whoops, what did I fuck up? Unlock. Can't import name unlock visitor from unlock. That doesn't make any sense. It's literally there. Where else would it be? Do I need to put it in the all or whatever? I wonder if that makes it work. I can never remember how the package stuff works on. No. Alright, fine. I got what I needed out of it anyways. I just wanted the type hinting. Alright. Yeah, I think we went down the right path now because I see the EDX stuff that it starts doing. We should get to a store soon. Yeah, there. Oh, no, that was the jump one. Something I should also probably do when it's doing this particular one is once it does find the exception and patches that particular exception so that it's out of it, it should go ahead and zero, like knock out the original FS stuff so that it doesn't set my flags. Yes, you figured out my master plan. Oh, did we get into a loop again? No. Another thing I should be able to do here is oh, is I should be able to get rid of some of this visiting queue stuff where I can just like say is, because since I'm using a visitor now, I should just be able to visit this basic block and figure out what's going on. All right, let me see what we're actually doing here. Okay, so we did all of that. Doesn't look like we found. There's another jump. Aha. So maybe we didn't hit the thing like I wanted it to. Should be a place around here somewhere where it takes EDX and does something with it. Well, maybe we didn't get there yet. I guess not. All right. Any of these? No. We'll do some manual real quick and see if we can get there. Oh, I undid the thing. Damn. All right. I'll go back and figure out why that one didn't patch eventually. Okay, here we go. Here is the start of that. So we got pretty close. And this is the one that I want. So this is for any of you that have not, you didn't watch the previous episode where I was actually starting to work on the exception handler one. This is a very long obfuscation. Many basic blocks in the making. So they start way back here. You just go ahead and search. So starting here, and actually not even starting here. It's let me see. How can I think I just have to scroll up a bunch. There is way up here a place where ESP gets set. I flattened some of them, but I think it fucked up something, so I'm gonna wait again. But that is on the agenda. Damn, where is that? Here it is. Okay. So right here, so you can see we're maybe about 30% through all these basic blocks at this point. It moves this address into var 10. Then down farther, about halfway, it sets up this exception handler in the SEH chain, where it takes the original one, pushes that value onto the stack, and then moves the current stack pointer into the place on the thread execution block, information block, where it stores the current exception handler. So now we've got a chain of on the stack, it has the exception handler, the previous one, pointer at var 14, and then directly underneath that is our air quotes exception handler pointer. So then a couple blocks down, which you can't really see because we've already patched it, it does a move SX EAX and tries to read a byte from the null pointer. And so that causes an exception, which then causes it to jump to this address, which was put on the stack like 15,000 basic blocks beforehand. So it's kind of interesting, and I really like it. So then we're now in an exception for all of this stuff, and it's still not really doing anything related to the program. It's just being obfuscated. And so we come down here, blah, 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 all the way down here through all of this stuff, which is still not really doing anything as far as I know. And we get down here and EDX gets read. It reads something from the stack. I might have already passed it by scrolling so fast. Let me see if I can just search EDX. Okay. Oh. D word. Okay. So here it reads something from the stack. And currently, by Binary Ninja thinks that it's reading a hex 40 from the stack because that's what's in var 8. But at this point, because we're in an exception handler, a bunch of other shit has been pushed up onto the stack through all the stuff that it does when it's setting up an exception. And so it's reading a stack pointer out of the stack at this location. And so then when we come down here, blah, blah, blah. If we do the EDX. So here, this is where we have the stack pointer that it's read, and then it's adding a hex B8 to it, which is then overwriting at this point with this value. And so this is overwriting a return address on the stack at this offset. And so then when it's unwinding from the exception after the exception has been handled, it then returns to this address. So if we come here and kind of come down just a little bit farther, I think. Oops, not right there, this one. Yeah, so right here, this is where I think it's setting this up. So you see that it AND's EAX was 0, so it's like setting it to, it's nulling out everything in it. So and now we're returning, and it doesn't know what this value is. So this is the first one that we've come to where the return doesn't have a static value that it's returning to. And so you can tell that this is where it wants to jump to the to this location here, as this return is then going to unwind and come to there. So we've got to fix it so that when this happens, it just goes ahead and jumps there. So let's see, actually. Let me see if I can figure out why it didn't. Holy shit, 19 times. So it looks like it was just trying to analyze those over and over and over again, which is very strange. So the other thing that I could do Oops. In regards to flattening, I could actually anytime I patch something to be a jump, I can just push that address back onto the stack and see if it jumps to something that is just a jump. But really that just needs to be a second pass, which is why I need to null out those the FS when I see them, because otherwise that's going to cause an issue. Although I wonder if, yeah, I can find those when I do when it gets down here and actually cleans them up. Where am I handling that jump? Okay, so I'm just writing it to the next instruction. All right. So then the thing that I need to do now, I need to figure out what was going on with that jump, honestly. So let's go ahead and clear the buffer. Run it again. While it's doing that, I want to come here and right here, I want to do self dot progress. I think it's progress. I think I can just set the progress right there, right? Yeah, I can just set the progress. So that, oh no, I used skating instead of analyzing. So that should give us a nice little bar at the end. Okay. So we got here. What's our mapped medium level IL look like? We got any weird flags? Okay. So we should have come here. Let's undo a little bit. Okay, one more. Can I not redo it? I guess not. That's weird. I thought I could redo it. So we'll jump back to 4DO4. Okay, so it doesn't look like it. So it's not like it's one of the ones where it's like a jump to a, and the false branch is a is like a return, push return one. So we have not P and P. So why is this? Is it because it's super confusing here? Wonder if it has to do with the dependence stuff. Let's see, what address is that again? I'm looking for this one. Really? Let's see if I can go up here and start from up here. Okay. Analysis finish. Okay, so it's putting 405,905 in, which I believe, yes. So that's just a jump to here. So it's going to come down here and analyze there. Hang on. Why is it starting there then? Is there more stuff in the queue? 40D4. Huh. It's just mixed. Yeah, we gotta do a bunch of the exception handler ones. So why did it jump back up there? Oh, I see. So it's then pushing that one onto the stack a bunch. And now it's going to analyze this one. Okay, but here is where it should actually analyze correctly. Oh, it's because of the go-to. That's causing it to put that on the queue multiple times. Maybe this is where we got stuck last time, I think, and maybe I manually did some stuff. So let me check though. Where was the place where we pushed those two on? Okay. Yeah, so if there's not an unconditional target, that's the problem. So this target, whoa. Where did I just send me? Okay. So current LIL.mapped medium level IL is 775. I need the basic block for that though. Let me see. If bb.start equals 775. There we go. So this BB's branch dependence okay, it's not this, it's the regular basic block. Weird that medium level IL basic blocks don't have branch dependence. They're, oh no, it's the instruction. I'm so stupid. Dot branch dependence. That's empty, okay. That's exactly what it should be. Oh wait, no, that's not where it's checking. It's checking the returns. So it's looking for all of these returns, and I bet you none of these have an empty branch dependence. So 828, yep, that one's got one. 845. Yep. And yeah, so I need to change this so that it's not looking at the ret, but it's looking at the true target. Conditional jump. So I don't know why. The unconditional target should be should be the true branch, because it's always the true branch. There's never a situation in which they do the false, because I don't think they can do the false. Yeah, I don't think it's possible to do the false because the false would always fall through, and they can't have the two jumps directly after each other and have them both be false. But you can have the false fall through to the next one that's the opposite and have its true jump to the place. So the unconditional target is always instruction index. So yeah, this should just be mlil expression.true. I don't even know what I was thinking about doing a set and the difference of the set earlier. But I think that's really all it needs to be. The unconditional target is always going to be the true. Let's see, I'll do this. If true branch although that is going to be an issue as well. And I believe this came up to be an issue of future Josh. Is that once there are actual branches, this check will not hold. So I think if expert.instIndex not in true branch dependence, else none. And that way, because if this instruction isn't in the branch dependence of the true branch, then that means that it doesn't have to take the true branch to get there. If it means it can also take the false branch. And if both branches of the if statement end up going through this basic block, then that means that it's an unconditional jump. So now, trying to remember, do I need what do I use not unconditional for later? Okay. This is also not necessarily going to hold true. Because some of them jump through to the thing. They'll do something like the false branch will, like the branch that should never be taken will end up just like adding one to the stack or something, the stack pointer or something like that, which will then fuck up the stack for data flow and things. And then it'll just jump to the target jump. So that's going to be an issue as well. Basing it off the returns was kind of stupid of me. I should have just been doing the basic block. But we'll just deal with that for now. I think maybe that will have fixed it. So let's try that and see what happens. Yay, the deobfuscating thing at the bottom actually says like what address it's working on now, which is nice. That reminds me, I need to check another thing too. So this doesn't seem to ever cancel things when I ask it to. So I'm wondering why. We stopped in a different place this time, it looks like. This is the... Yep, that's the exact issue. So then this one must be the, yeah, I think this is exactly what I was just talking about. Oops. And it jumps here, it pushes this onto the stack and then jumps to right here. So what I need to do is find a basic block. So instead of return addresses, I need to find just basic blocks that have the second. All right, where am I? So not unconditional. So I collect returns. I remember doing this. I collect returns, then I go through them and I check their branch dependence. So what I should do is maybe I should use another visitor. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Do I have a visitor down here? Yeah, I have a condition visitor. Can't use this, can I? No. No, what I should do instead it's really weird that those basic blocks don't have branch dependent, or not branch dependence. Oh, I guess they'd have dominators. Oops, that's not what I wanted. I want dominator treat children, I think. Ah, I lost it. Damn it. I want 781, I believe. All right, bb dot, what is it? Dominator treat children. All right. 782. That's the thing it's jumping around to. And then 30F is 783. Oh, I see what happened. It was the opaque predicate. It got rid of the initial jump, so it can't see this one. That's what is happening there. All right, let's disable opaque predicate. We don't want that. Actually, let's do it this way. What am I doing? It's not what I want at all. I wanted this. There we go. And then get rid of this. actually. All right, there we go. That will handle that for us. So no longer doing opaque predicate. Shouldn't have that one mess up for us. All right, so let's run it again and see what happens. Yeah, because I think most of the opaque predicates are just ending up being parts of the unconditional jumps that it can solve for. And there's every so often some weird conditions for us that that the data flow can't solve. So I think it's better if we just let it do them the other way. All right, we should be getting there soon. It does get pretty slow, I think, with all the debug messages. It doesn't seem like the view is updating as fast as either. Come on, where's my EDX one? Oh, what the hell? Did I not save? Did I just waste all that time? No, okay. You know what, fuck it. Opaque predicate got me again. What happened there? All right. Oh, that's what happened. That's where it was that's where it did the NOP, I think. Yeah. So if we edit this to just do a jump. Yeah. And then we do an always patch here. And then it gets us there. It's frustrating. Let's just go ahead and run it once without debug on and see if it's any faster. Yeah, it feels a little bit faster. And hopefully we'll ignore the opaque predicate this time. Interestingly enough, it looks like the feature map is updating faster than the view frame is. Like the view frame's not always updating, but the feature map is just like all over the place. Aha! There we go. We stopped where I wanted it to stop. So this is the unwind location. So then that means that we need to start a new file, analyze unwind. Get our unwind is up here somewhere, yeah. Import medium level IL instruction. Just fix that error. And I'll need that one too. I'm also gonna need the BNIL visitor. Whoop. And I need my unwind visitor, which I believe is this one. All right, let's see. I don't need either of these anymore. This can become false. View. Let's see. Let me make sure that there's not any thing that needs to be like a stack off thing or anything down here. It doesn't and of EAX there, but that's it. I think EAX gets overwritten immediately, so I don't need to deal with that. Okay, so that's the return. So I think if I just do a jump right here, I'm okay. I want to do patch value equals this. Because I need to make sure that I've got the space for it. I don't want to bork anything. Length. So and here we do patch value. And then here we would put next IL into the queue. Return true. Okay. Fix these. All right, let's try it one more time without debug on. Excuse me. For those of you who may have joined late, we are refactoring our deobfuscator of an that's cleaning up an obfuscated binary. Currently working on the exception handler obfuscation, and we're going to see if it actually works this time. Although I didn't actually, god damn it, I didn't set the unwind thing, so it's gonna just stop as soon as it gets down to the bottom again. So that's cool. I'm glad that I forgot that. I've got about 10 to 20 minutes left today, so I guess I'll go and fix that real quick. But what is my error in variable source type? I will need that. I know I could zoom out or show the minimap. I'll do that in a little bit. Yeah, I can't change any of the IL stuff. It's if I had analysis passes, I could do a lot of good things. But they haven't implemented those yet. So whenever they get around to doing that, I will be able to do this in a completely different way, and it will be super clean and not have to patch the underlying binary in order to do stuff. But if I could do that, I definitely would be doing that right now. Go ahead and take that out. And store. Okay, so here we do actually, yeah, did I add the unwind here? No. And then down here, all right, let's make sure that this will actually turn off. It does turn off an exception. Ooh, let's fix that one too. Let me make sure that's also the correct class that I want. I can't remember if binary view is the one I want or not. Somebody just buy me coffee? And if so, thank you. Because my watch just buzzed and said something about my coffee. Oh, thanks, Peter. Get instruction length. Okay. That is the one I want. Cool. So that's where I want to stop. I may be making a poor assumption that about the return down here. But let's go ahead and do it again. And I'll zoom out. But now I can't see whether or not it's going to the thing that I want it to. But I guess if it just keeps running for a while, then that'll give us an idea of whether or not it worked. All right, this is taking a long time. Oh, it got to it output all that stuff, so it visited it and it went past it. So that one worked. And we've stopped somewhere else. Aha! Look at that. Beautiful. Actually getting somewhere. Finding stuff and actually putting them on the stack. Okay, so this is the other place that we need to go. Right after the jump, it fixes... so it looks like it popped that off like it was supposed to. And then it does an LEA ESP. So that's the address that it originally went on. So, ugh, put me really high up. Now, why does it do a pop EAX there? Oh, it's a saved EAX, huh? It must have pushed... Let's see, mapped medium level. Oh my gosh, why did you take me all the way to the top? Yeah, so var C was apparently the saved EAX. Wow. So then ESP is there again. Okay, so then why did you stop down here? Okay, so what I want to do here then is when I do a pop D word EFS, I want to pop that into something else. So maybe EAX, because they save off EAX. I know they save EAX after this because they I wonder if do they save it before they do it again? No, it doesn't look like they save it again. But maybe they push it on right before. No, it was before the Wonder why they pop EAX then. Let me see, what's that look like in the SSA form? RC1. Current LLIL dot mapped medium level IL dot SSA form sub 788 dot source. RC equals that. Okay, and then current LIL dot mapped medium level IL get SSA var definition. Oh, RC. Oops. 249. So then if we do here equals this 249. Oops, that address. Interesting. Ugh, why does it keep navigating to weird places? Yeah, it just pushes. Just saves EAX for some reason. Wonder why. Oh, because they're using it right here for all of this stuff, presumably. Yeah, variable cross-references would be really nice. And if watching my stream and seeing me do this over and over and over again makes you implement it faster, then yeah, I'm cool with that. When I get here, what is this again? It's a store, and FS is on the it's going backwards. So the exception handler in the store. Not an exception. If self.fs in expression.dest prefix operands. So what I want to do there actually is user study. Do I get an FS? I think it's always going to be 0, but get var uses. If I could get a .mmmlil on low-level IL function, that would also be super nice. So if I then patch 413 and 418 and nop them. And then I can save this. All right. BV dot, what is it, patch nop? Convert to nop. B dot convert to nop. Do this one as well. And then do 783 as well. Maybe that one was the wrong thing to do. Did that just undo all of mine? Yeah, it did. I wonder if I could do something else like push EAX or EBX or something like that. Because I wanted to remove those. If I convert this to nop and convert this to nop, and then convert this to nop, I still have that one. Yeah, so that gets rid of that push. That pops the EAX off. That saves that. So now we should be in a position in which we can now save this and run it again. Whoops. That's my problem, probably. Self.push SEH should be null, or it should be none. We don't need that for now. All right. We got our push and stuff there. Let's see what happens. An exception. Damn it. one more time. All right, and we're continuing on. Whoop. Interesting. That shouldn't have happened either. So that means that here it got stop iteration. But that shouldn't happen because the address... Wait, did it make a new function? It did! You made me a tail call! What? That's why it happened, because this is if f.start equals soft.start. Okay. Well, that's gonna be where I gotta call it, because my kids are coming home soon, so I'm gonna end it here. We've cleaned up a lot of stuff. We made some huge inroads in fixing this. I'm very excited about this. I will fix this issue before next one, and I know it's frustrating. I want to finish this thing so bad, but it's in a much better place now, and I think that maybe next time we'll actually get it and finish this. We're so close. Thanks for hanging with me, everybody, and I'll see you next time. Have a good night.